Should you go with a starter home, or should you just go for the moon when you're purchasing your first home? I'm Sandy Curtis with Berkshire Hathaway Bowen Realty in Hagerstown, Maryland, and let's discuss it. When purchasing your first home, your instinct is to go for the moon, get everything that you want. However, you might want to step back and take a look and see, budget-wise, is it a better choice for you to go with a starter home to begin with and then move up a few years later after you have built up a little bit more of a nest egg, gotten that promotion at work, or gotten that dream job? What is a starter home? Well, a starter home is usually on the smaller end. It's usually an older home, but it's not necessarily going to be an older home. There are some builders out there who build specifically for people purchasing a starter home. They are few and far between. So it can be a smaller home, it's more than likely an older home, and it's not going to have a lot of higher end qualities to it. It's going to be a basic home. It will still have plumbing. It will still have electric. The key is that you're not going overboard with the extras that you can get in a home. And you're keeping your budget on the lower end so that your payment is lower and that you have more time to build up a nest egg for when you are purchasing your forever home. Starter homes are usually condos, townhomes, or smaller single-family homes. There are pros and cons to buying a starter home, just like everything else, so let's discuss that. The pros are your payment is most likely going to be lower because the home was not as expensive as some of the higher-end homes. So you have more time to build up equity, and then when you are ready to purchase your forever home, you can use that equity on your next purchase, or you can keep the property as a rental property. A con would be that you could possibly outgrow the home quicker than you can save up your money. You'll want to make sure if your home is on the smaller end and you do have multiple people living with you, then you're going to want some outdoor space, somewhere that people can go to escape each other. Keep that in mind. One can argue that it is better to go ahead and purchase your forever home, but there are some backdraws to that. Most likely you'll have a higher monthly mortgage payment. With rents going up the way they are, it may be in your best interest to purchase a starter home and save up your money over time. If your mortgage payment is less than what you would be paying in rent, it only makes sense. If you need the extra footprint, the larger floor space, the larger square footage for a home, but you're not ready to purchase your forever home, go out and look for a starter home that has the amount of square footage that you are in need of. You're just going to look for a home that doesn't have all of the extra features, the higher end countertops, the expensive appliances. You're just looking for builder grade, basic features to a property when you are looking for a starter home. That way you're not paying for those extras. A few things to keep in mind when you are looking to purchase a home and decide whether you're going to go with a starter home or a forever home would be, the general rule of thumb is to not spend more than 28% of your gross monthly income on anything to do with your housing. Another thing to keep in mind is if you are purchasing a smaller home because it's a starter home for you, but you expect you're going to sell it in the next 1 to 2 years, it may not be in your best interest, because if you are making any money, if you are making a profit on that home, but you've owned it less than 2 years, you will have to pay capital gains taxes on it. Whereas a forever home, it already has everything you need and you are not going to be selling it anytime soon. Hence the name forever. Of course, you're going to want to talk to your tax advisor or watch this video that I'd explained on how capital gains are calculated. And when you are purchasing a home, you're going to want to look at your potential resale value. You're always going to want to take into account what your resale value could possibly be. Even though you may be looking at a forever home, quote unquote forever, things don't always happen the way we want, and sometimes we do have to sell the home. So you're always going to want to keep in the back of your mind, will you be able to resell this property in the condition that it's in for more or exactly what I have paid for the property? I hope this helped answered your questions, whether you're going to start with a starter home or start shooting for the moon and get your forever home. I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.